This is a basic informational video on the VNNOX software that is used to upload content onto the digital signs. The first thing you will need to do is go to us.vnnnox.com and sign in with your username and password. When you first log in, you will need to make sure your sign is online, indicated by the green dot. From here, you will need to click the Content tab to load whatever media you want on your sign into the program. So, now that your content is loaded into the program, you're going to make a solution for your sign. Begin by clicking the Solution tab at the top of the screen and naming your new solution. I am going to name mine Content Number 1. Next, you will select your player, which is whatever sign you're wanting the content to be on. For this example, I am going to create 5 slides for my screen. You do this by clicking the plus button on the top left side of the screen. For the first slide, I'm going to add a still image that is the same resolution of the screen. The A-frames are programmed as if both sides are the same wall. That is why the resolution here seems larger. When adding your images, they will need to be half the size of this black box here, which is 256 by 384. This is side A of the A-frame, and this is side B. You can add 2 different images to either side if you choose, but I am going to use the same image for both sides of my A-frame. For this slide, I am going to be adding a video. Unfortunately, there is no way to preview the video in the program, so that is why it looks like a still image here. For the next slide, I am going to be adding an image that is not the correct resolution. You can add images that are not the right resolution, but it is not recommended because you will have to stretch the image to fit the screen, which can distort the image in some cases. For the fourth slide, I am actually going to create the slide within the program. You'll begin by adding a text box and stretching it to fit the screen. You can double-click the box to add text. You can change the text box color and also the color of the text itself. And you can also have the option to change the font size. Lastly, you will want to choose your playback duration. This is how long the slide will be on the sign. 10 seconds is usually a good amount of time for most slides. Another feature you can add is an entrance effect for the slide. Begin by clicking the Flip tab. There are lots of options, but I recommend just choosing Random so that the effect will be different every time. The effect duration is the amount of time that the effect actually takes to take place. A good amount of time for this is about 1 second. In most cases, you will only want the effect to happen once. But if you want it to happen multiple times, you will just need to change the duration/page tab to a lower number than the playback duration number. For the final slide, we will be creating a weather slide. There are 3 options, but we will be using the basic weather slide, which is the most popular. Begin by changing the Celsius tab to Fahrenheit. Next, you will want to select your location. The program pulls from the nearest weather station to the location you choose. and updates on its own. For example, if I change the location, the weather and temperature will automatically update. Once you are finished adding and creating your slides, click Publish and select your sign that you want the slides to be on. You should see Publishing Succeed at the top of the screen. At this point, your sign should be up and running with your content. If you want to edit a slide at any point, you can do so by clicking the Edit button on the solution. You can also delete a slide by clicking on the slide and then clicking the trash can.